Spectacular, Silverstacular is here with some silver, some gold, precious metals. We talk about that on the channel all the time. I have noticed through my years of doing this that you all love to buy silver and gold when it's in the news, when it's higher priced. There's times where it's much lower on the charts, but people just tend to not really care about it at that time. They ignore it. Whatever the case may be, it's not appealing to them. It's not being talked about. They just cast it to the side. Unfortunately, that's the way we think, right? When things aren't popping and really focused on, we just cast them to the side, and that's where precious metals are. Now that they are a little bit higher, people are like, "Oh man, I got to get in there. My goodness, people are talking about it. I got to get to the precious metals." I found a commodity right now that's almost at its all-time low at this very moment. I'm going to focus right now on the old computer screen because I want you to see this right here. Now, obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube that does some research once in a while. And actually, I want to thank MCF Energy for sponsoring this video because they showed me this information that I even missed because I don't focus on this kind of thing. But right now, this is about natural gas. Right, commodity, natural gas. A lot of us don't even think about it. Not that big of a deal. Obviously, it's not being thought about too much right now because it is almost at its all-time low. It's extremely low right now at $2.11 right now. And you can see these other incredible spikes and peaks over the last 25 years. I'm on a 25-year chart here. You can see these huge peaks where that price has come way up, way up. And look at this. Look at the peak right here we were on just in August of 2022. And now, less than a year later, we are at $2, way at that little low point right there. So think about natural gas just for a moment because, although I'm just a speculator, I'm speculating here, it seems like based on history, we could very well see another spike, another pop. And what's going to happen if the price of natural gas does pop? Companies that are involved in natural gas are also most likely going to pop with it. So here comes my argument for MCF Energy, right? Which is discovering large-scale natural gas exploration for Europe's energy crisis. Right, there is an energy crisis. There's a crisis with a lot of things, right? Humans are, populating the earth more and more, right? We're just the scale of population is just at a huge uptrend for sure. So we're going to need more resources, because there's more people, and energy is one of those things we got to have to survive, right? I mean, it's not even like I want energy. It's we need energy. And so what are they going to do? Well, a clean natural source could very well be natural gas. That's crazy to think, right? So MCF Energy is, in kind of response to what's been going on in other parts of the world, trying to go, hey, we got to do something. Let's build something out of this. Let's try to find us some natural gas, solve this energy crisis going on over there in Europe especially. And then who knows? It could go on from there, but at least, it's a start. I'm going to talk about their stock price here in a second. Ticker symbol right here. I'm going to show it just for a brief moment because you're gonna think this is probably interesting. So ticker symbol in the OTC markets, so the U.S. markets, is MCFNF, and I'll have that down in a little link below. Also have some information for MCF Energy's website and stuff down below too, so make sure you check that out. But that's their stock ticker symbol. You can see it's down right now, so we're going to come back to that. Very interesting time for them. So right here, you can see their products. Right now they have two major areas they're focusing on, which is Austria and also Germany. Now, I believe it's the German side, their project, that they have basically all the needs to go ahead and start drilling, all the licensing, all that stuff is good to go, and they plan at the end of this year, that is 2023 when I'm making this video, to start drilling and finding all this natural gas within their project. So Germany, that project sounds like it's squared away very, very soon. very, very interesting, that one right there. Now the Austria project, I think they're still working on some of the licensing, but they're most likely going to get it. From what I've read right now, they're going to earn a 20% interest for the estimated exploration drill costs. So it seems very interesting, the Austria project. And they also are anticipating that, again, by the end of 2023, the drilling will start there too. So that's 2 projects, and from what I gather, they're actually working on more as we speak. So it's a company that's up and coming. If I go over here to their stock price, it's only been a tradable company publicly since January 10th of this year. So very new, and you can see right here. I'm gonna show you this at the beginning right here, the startup. You're talking about, what was it, 31 cents. So now here we are, a little bit of an uptick, a little bit coming down. Now we're about 23 cents. So it's about a 30-ish% reverse on the stock price, which kind of goes in line with the natural gas prices dropping when the price of the commodity is coming down. And that's the same thing for gold and silver companies that are miners. When the price comes down on the metals, generally the price comes down on those companies that are getting those metals too. It's just kind of a natural part of those sectors. So kind of the same thing's happening here. Natural gas prices are coming down, so naturally the price of the company is coming down too. So when something happens like a spike, that seems to be the case in the 25-year historical chart of natural gas, when a spike does occur, what could possibly happen to MCF Energy? It's probably going to rise, in my opinion, right? I mean, that just seems like how it's going to work. And as these projects start to become more and more successful, drilling results show positive results. They're finding natural gas. They're building their company, adding projects. There goes the price in a northern, uptick kind of way. So I'm suggesting to at least do some research on these companies right here that I'm talking about when I do these. MCF Energy, just click the links down below that I'll have right there to find out more about them. Go read about their information. Check out other videos that might be out there on them. Find out a little bit about them. Do your own research, but definitely do a little bit. The price of this thing being, what is it, less than $0.25 a share? I mean, like, I threw away, I don't know, $60 on picture frames today. I ended up just buying a pizza for another $60. Well, it was a couple pizzas for the family, but regardless, that's like $120 that I threw away on like 2 things today. And here we go with a stock that has a potential to increase for less than $0.25. I mean, I'd imagine that I could throw some money towards that. That'd be no problem, right? So I'd imagine that other people should be able to too. I'm just saying, 23 cents, I'm trying to make a case, is not a whole lot of money to just, take a chance. As long as you do your research and you think that that's right for you, why not? Their management team is actually, you go through right here, and this is all on their website too, but their management team has a lot of experience. Jay Park, over 40 years of experience in the sector. James Hill, over 40 years, technical executive level experience, petroleum and natural gas exploration development. I mean, like, 40 years is like kind of the consistent number here. Another, not to skip anybody, but Peter over here, 40 years of experience, including previously from 1998 to 2008 at Wintershall, Germany's largest crude oil and natural gas producer. They're not getting people from the street, to saying, oh yeah, let's work together. They're getting like really, really strong people for their management team. And here you go. Here's a military general right here, General Wesley Clark, and he's working with them. So a lot of high class people on this team right here that also believe in MCF Energy. So, again, I'm rambling on about what they kind of have to offer. I see an opportunity because this natural gas thing where, it's at basically one of the lowest points right now in the 25-year history of natural gas. What's going to happen? I mean, is it going to go lower? Can it go much lower? According to the historical price, not really. It's really kind of reached that checks and balance point, that peak, in a reverse way, like a reverse peak. it's reached its negative. Where is the positive going to go after that? Is it going to hit another spike? I don't know how it could go any lower. And if it goes just any higher, what's going to happen to MCF Energy? Like I said, I think it has a lot of potential. I would highly recommend looking into it. Check it out on the OTC or the US markets on MCFNF. Again, I'll have all that information down in the description below. I'll have the stock ticker symbol, the website for MCF Energy, and click on it. Do your own research, of course. Like I said before, I'm not a financial advisor. I was, given this information basically by the sponsor, MCF Energy, and I had no idea that natural gas was at like just an all-time low at this very moment, poised to strike for companies that are dealing with natural gas. So one of the few companies out there that actually are, trying to find and solve the energy crisis is right here, MCF Energy. Why not give them a shot and look into them at the very least? I got to go for now. Appreciate you for watching, listening to my rambles, but it's very interesting what's going on out there in the whole world, and companies that are focused on what is going on and trying to work around it, they're probably going to be successful. Let's be honest. I got to go for now. Appreciate you for watching. Spegtacular is out.